Hey YouTube, Tango 101 here, or Tiny, it really doesn't matter. I was just watching another upload by Creation Liberty, and I got through about 10 minutes of it, and I thought, look, this is a really great example of how the creationist community gets really bad information and runs with it. Um, Chris was basically having a look at an article in Science News, and I'll put the link to it in below in the description. And it's just about early arthropods and how their central nervous system developed, and some of the ways we thought it did, and how this new fossil is sort of pointing us in another direction. It's a fairly interesting sort of article if you're into that, but I'll let Chris give his interpretation of it, and tell me if you realise what I'm talking about when I say they run with bad information.
This was published October 10th. That was, I think, 6 days ago. Rusty red stains on the head of a fossil segmented creature found in southwestern China are a paleontological record breaker. They are the remains of the oldest arthropod brain ever found. The imprint of the 520 million year old critter's three-part brain indicates that complex nervous systems evolved fairly early in animal evolution among the ancestors of insects, centipedes, and crustaceans. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait. Hold on just a second here. Let's go back to what they just said, because this is fascinating. Now, they said that there's remains of the oldest arthropod brain ever found. They're claiming that living brain tissue can survive for 520 million years.
Living brain tissue. Right. Okay. Now look, I'm reading the same article. I'm seeing stuff like rusty red stains. I'm seeing the imprint of the 250 million year old critter's three-part brain. Nowhere am I seeing anything about living brain tissue. So is that what you're saying, Chris? Are you really saying that from that article they're suggesting that living brain tissue has survived 520 million years?
I'm not making this up. That's what they just said.
Alright, so there you have it. I mean, look, this is a classic example of these people and their very, very poor ability to sort of look at something with real information in it and get the real information out. And their ability to disseminate this really poor information. Now, if Chris had more viewers, you could bet your bottom dollar that this would just be going like wildfire through the community. And it'd all be like, you evolutionists thought you found 520 million year old brains, blah, blah, blah. Young Earth, not old Earth, you know. And this is just another wall of bullshit that then has to be knocked down before any sort of meaningful debate or conversation can happen about facts. It's the same thing that sort of happened with the red blood cells supposedly in the T-Rex fossil. I mean, these creationists would have you think that they cracked open a fossil and red blood poured out. What a lot of garbage. Schweitzer found remnants of structures that could be hemoglobin. And even then, they're saying it's tentative. This is what happens when these people get hold of good information and turn it into bad. But hey, good job, Chris. Double thumbs up. Keep up the good work, mate. It all helps our cause.